loud. God saying, cry loud. God saying, cry loud. God saying, cry loud. God says, cry loud. We spare not.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Read.
They shall not make baldness upon their head.
God says we are not to have any bald head. The pastors are lying to you, brothers. If you go to church and they take your rent money, good for you. Because you must not go to church. Show me in the Bible where God says you have to go to church on Sundays. It is not in the Bible. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beards.
God says you must not shave off your beard, brother. What is a beard? Bible dictionary, please, for my baby. What is a beard? What is the meaning of a beard? Brothers, you are special in the eyes of God. Today is the Sabbath day. God says on the Sabbath day, you must gather together to worship Him. Before we come here, we were at the school, keeping the Sabbath day, going into the history of Israel. Read. Let's see what a beard is. While you are give me the book of First Chronicles 15 verse 1.
What happens to the people who call themselves Haitian right now, who truly believe they are Haitian?
I will give you the answer. Yeah, that's a good. This is a good question. Let's see what God says. Beard. Let's see what a beard is. B-E-A-R-D. Brothers, you have to understand. As men, we must behave like men. On your job, they give you an ID, correct? Read, beard.
From the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, beard, a badge of manly dignity.
God says a beard is a badge of the dignity of a man. Read.
As a sign of mourning, it was the custom to pluck it out or cut it off.
When we were sad, we used to cut it off. Read.
The Israelites were forbidden to shave off the corners of their beards.
Brother John, God prevented us from shaving off our beard. Now, my brother, your question is, what was your question again, my brother?
So tell us,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what happens to the people?
Oh, yeah. Bow 2 in verse 29. Bow 2 in verse 29. What is happening now? There is a revival now. We don't call ourselves Asians anymore. In the old days, watch out, my brother. Let's see what God says. About 2 verse 29. My brother, when we left Egypt, God said to Moses that he knew from the get-go we were not. When we left Egypt, because we are not Africans. Now we are not Africans. Don't get listen. We may have the same skin complexion like the Africans, but we are not Africans. Read.
The book of Baruch chapter 2 and verse 29.
Read.
If you will not hear my voice,
God says, if you refuse to do my commandments, read.
Surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations.
God says, you will be like a small number among all the nations. That's why if you go to India, you will find Israelites in poverty. If you go to China, you will find Israelites in poverty. Read.
Where I will scatter them.
Yep.
For I knew that they would not hear me.
Read.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
God says we are a bunch of rebellious people. God says we are rebellious because God says don't eat pork. What do we have? We have a griot complet, griot abondant free, griot à la l'eau. God says don't eat pork. Don't eat pork. That's why Haitians have high blood pressure. That's why many of them have diabetes.
What we wasn't before God highs, you know, what we are before God highs, you know, and before Haitians call themselves Haitians.
Okay, yeah. Keep reading. You're gonna see. Keep reading.
What we are.
But it, slow. Where I will scatter them.
God says there will be like a small number wherever I put them. Read.
For I knew that they would not hear me.
What did God say?
But I knew that they would not hear me.
Do you have children who get Simon?
For I knew that they would not hear
Do you have
me.
children who get Simon?
For I knew that they would not hear me.
Okay, 100%. I know that they will not hear me. Now, when your children refuse to do what you tell them to do, what do you do to them?
You gotta spank their
You
ass.
punish them, correct? That's what God is doing to us as Haitians.
Yeah, give them a big spanking.
In 2020, that was a spanking.
That was a wake up call.
Oh, brother, that was a big wake-up
A
call.
wake up call for the Haitians.
Read the so-called Haitians.
For the people of God.
For the Levites. Say it loudly and say it proudly. Say it loudly and say it proudly. For the Levites. For the Levites. Read.
Because it is a stiff-necked people.
God says we are a bunch of rebellious people. Read.
But in the land of their captives, they shall remember themselves.
God says wherever we are captives, whether it is in the USA or in the Bahamas, wherever we are, read,
And shall know that I am the Most High their God.
God says we're going to remember who we are now. That's why now, my brother, we don't call ourselves Haitians anymore. We call ourselves Levites, like God says.
That's right. There was never be a names like that, you know, for us, man.
Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah, guess what?
We just adopted a culture not even belong to
No,
us.
let's see what God says. Give me the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13, verse 22. Start from verse 19 and then jump to 22. You will see, brother. The Levites, in fact, First Chronicles 15, we were powerful in Israel. At one point, for our people to make sacrifices, the Levites were the ones doing the sacrifices for our people.
That's why they call the priests.
We were the priests, brother. And guess what? That's why now God is punishing us. Because we are supposed to teach God's people the laws of God.
I would like you to tell me about the ceremony Brakaima, you know, Bookman.
Okay.
You know, but a lot of Haitians don't understand that.
Yep.
I would like to touch that point and clear it all, you know, for the Haitians people and make them understand that Bookman
The
was
book
never
of
been a Haitian.
Exodus
He
20.
was Jamaican.
In fact, do not mean a 5. Start with the 10 Commandments.
And Bookman was not a voodoo priest.
Okay, watch out, brother, watch out. Now, on what day did the ceremony of Wakaima occur? What date was it? Don't Google. Brothers, don't Google. It happened in Haiti on the 14th of August, 1791, correct?
Yeah, listen, I know the
Of course.
whole
Now,
story. You're not lying.
Now, when during the ceremony of Wakaima, our people, they took a pig, correct? They killed the pig. And many of them drank of that blood. Now, my brother, can you expect the blood of a pig to deliver our people?
Well, listen, I don't even believe there was a pig that was sacrificed at the time.
But my brother, whenever we were sacrifices, we had to kill an animal.
Okay,
answer that question?
just
Yeah,
tell me,
hold on.
just tell me exactly
Can I
who
answer that
Bookman
question?
is.
Yeah, go ahead. Mhm.
Do you really think the devil gonna give people liberty?
What?
Since when the devil ever give people liberty?
I'm with you on that. Only God can give us freedom.
Okay.
Of course, brother. That's why we must now see this Botanica. It should not be there.
No, I would like you to talk about Bookman because that's what I
Don't go
want you to
to
do.
somebody's shit because they're trying to make a living. They probably don't understand shit. You feel me?
I got you, yeah.
Even they my people, they are people too.
Oh yeah, but that's why I'm here.
But-
I'm here for their soul, to save them, brother.
All right.
Yep.
But listen to this. How you gonna get to your people?
Yep.
And then if you come here, the first thing you do, you stab them.
Nope.
You don't stab them. When we got if let nous get, but maman ça que
That's good, that's good. Yep, of course,
Logon
yep.
bœuf.
When you have an ox,
Libre la rue. Qui sont fait?
Yep.
À couteau à bras?
No,
Ou
what
bien
on a
avec-
code?
à corde,
Okay,
chérie.
now guess
Eh ben,
what?
attendez. Ou vient là, soulever ses bras moun, et ses bras à corde.
he says that if you have an ox and that ox goes away, you have to get it with a cord. Let's see what God says very quick.
Brother, hold on. Can I
So-
touch
With a
you?
wolf.
Listen, wait,
All I know
wait,
is that the devil never give freedom.
That's good, that's true, yep.
Brother, can I touch you a little bit?
So
And what
Haitian
he
didn't get
says-
freedom
and what
with
he
the devil.
says, let me tell you.
Never.
Let's look at it.
Let me tell you.
But don't say
Yeah.
that.
Listen to me. You know, I have nothing against y'all.
That's good, brother. That's good.
And listen. And everything that you say right now, I'm 100% behind.
God is saying that, my
Okay,
brother.
but listen, one of the brother right here.
Yep.
Okay, I don't know where he's right now. He's right there, right?
Yep.
And I tell him straight, listen, man, I love what I'm hearing right now in my ears. You started very well. I'm telling you that straight up. We started very, very well, and we messed it up, in the middle.
Huh.
Guess what? Let me tell you how. Listen, what Jesus come right here for us. Listen, you gotta be humble sometimes to listen. Not all the time you make the talking, but you gotta listen sometimes. Because I've been here and listen to you doing all this time. From the first time you come here, you probably not even pay attention about that. Probably this brother right here knows that I was been waiting and listening to you. But we started very, very well. And the thing that you say, just getting some idea, understand this guy talking, really good. Do you understand? After when you started changing, because you let these people right there and change your vibe. Do you understand? Because they just don't want to listen to you, and they just want to talk whatever they want to talk, and they get under your skin. And the moment and you change, listen to me. When Jesus was come, why here? Listen, there's placement. They want to stone Jesus. They want to beat up Jesus, but the love still right here. Jesus still humble, and Jesus is never being sacrifices nobody and to the stone back on you. Do you understand? Jesus still humble and give the loves, and no matter what, even though the disciple don't want nobody to come to Jesus, and Jesus say, listen, open, let them come. Do you understand? So when you start like that, and you let people get under your skin, guess what? You don't try to bring people to you. You push them away. Listen, I'm going to tell you, you see all these people right here? If you come with love, listen, even though they want to stone you, even though they call cops on you like 24 times before, but showing the heart of the forgiveness, but don't try to talk like, and bring a curse and talking like, they have to die and all these crazy things. If you talk like that, guess what? Every time you come here, they're always trying to create problems because they know what it can take to get
now, let's see what God says. You see, my brother, let's see what God says. Isaiah 58 verse 1. Of course, brother, guess what? My brother, guess what? When it comes to the Bible, we have to put our feelings away.
That's right.
When it comes to the Bible, my brother, guess what? We have to take ourselves away and hear what God says. Read.
That's right.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1.
What does God say?
Cry aloud.
What does God say?
Cry aloud.
God say?
Cry aloud.
God say?
Cry aloud.
God says, cry aloud. Read.
Spare not.
God says, do not spare the feelings. Read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Lela pella nuvala, lela pella nuvala. Is that what God says, brother? No, brother. What does God say? Cry aloud.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
God says, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Read.
And show my people their transgression.
What does God say?
And show my people their transgression.
What does God say?
And show my people their transgression.
God says, show them that they are not keeping God's laws. Show them that eating pork is not okay. Show them that sleeping around is not okay. My brother, we love you, brother. We are men of war. We are not, listen, brother, don't expect us to be like the church. Brother, take this out of your mind. We are men of war, men of Israel, Admanium. Who got next? Who got next? We got next. Admanium Shabbat. Brother, we are men of war, brother. We are not that they trust, brother.
I'm glad at it. You have like over 1,500 people who's watching.
That's good, brother. All praises to the Most High through Mashiach, brother.
I'm tell you right now,
Yep.
I respect your.
Yep.
You understand? And then sometimes.
Yeah, my brother. Yep.
Just be humble and take the little bit.
Brother, we are very humble, brother. We are very humble. Give my brother a flyer.
See, all the people right here, they're gonna love you, man. Trust me.
Brother, guess what, brother? After do what God says, brother.
Okay. Yo, respect, man. Right?
Give my brother a flyer. My brother, we're gonna have service tomorrow later on, brother. Come to the service, brother.
I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, brother, come to the service,
You
brother.
always do that, man.
We have the Come to the service, brother. Come to the service. Come to the service, my brother. He's on post. Come to the service, my brother. Out to see you, brother. We are right there on Boyd Boulevard. Give him the other flyer too. We are right there on Boyd Boulevard, brother. I would love to see you, brother. Guess what? I will have a seat for you. We are going to have food for you and drink for you, brother. Because we are a family, brother.
want you to always to remember Jesus was humble.
Of course, but guess what?
No matter what, even though he was a God.
Let's see what Jesus did do.
You know how many attacks.
John 2 verse 13.
No,
Let's see
you
what
won't
God.
give me the temple.
Yeah, of course, brother.
Jesus won't give
Guess
me
what,
the
brother?
temple.
You have children,
That's
correct?
different things.
You have children,
no,
correct?
This is not the temple I hear.
Oh my brother,
I want you to
what does God say? What does God say?
Temple
Matthew
right
18
here.
verse 20. Let's see what God says. Brother, I'm with you. Let's see what God says. Matthew 18 verse 20. Christ is here, brother. Listen, when he was making his threats,
No, he's here.
yeah, brother, guess what? We are men of war. We have to let them know what is going on. Because oftentimes Haitians, they think because they are from Latibonite, they think that they can do whatever they want, brother. Today is a new day, brother.
There's a better,
Of course, brother, that's what God says. Read.
better way you can do it. Just
Let's see what Matthew 18 verse 20. Matthew 18 verse 20. Let's see what God says, brother. Christ is here, brother. We have to let them know that we are men of war. We are men of war, brother.